run into a problem. The Ducati's got a super cool front frame here, which is a stress member with the motor all intact. However, problem is, once you have a situation like I do, where this steering stem has some issues and needs to be taken out, and I got to pull out the front frame to check everything out, make sure it's all straight. I need some way to support the motor. So I didn't want to spend $1,000 on a new stand. So this is what I did. Made one. So the base here is about 16 inches square to support that motor. You've got a couple of legs here which will go up on the generator side, and they've got some holes because you've got some bolt bosses on the engine that'll hold that side. I did make a front portion to the stand up here that's going to bolt up to where the headers are, and then everything has to slide in this side going forward on the generator side. So I needed to make this piece with a hinge so it moves, and these two bolts, they just go right to the exhaust side. So this is a quick and dirty view of some scraps that we pulled together. The frame was actually pretty easy to just salvage from a square piece that I had, cut it off, and then welded stuff up with the Miller-matic that I've got. Just to look at the type of material, it's just some square tubing here. This stuff, I believe it's 14 gauge. Let's take a look. Yep, so as you see there, it's just 14 gauge steel. And just for reference, the tubing itself is going to be 1.5 inch square tubing is all it is. Just some mild steel there thrown together with a quick wire feed. And so we've got our Ducati engine stand. So if we take a look here, the stand is just going to go from the generator slide and slide underneath the motor. It's actually going to go to these two bosses right here and right there. That's where these two posts are going to line up. Again, this has to hinge back so that way we can slide underneath the motor itself. For this engine stand, I did end up making a quick bracket so we can go forward and give another point of contact up here by the headers. So we just went ahead and welded up a quick bracket, and this way we can bolt it to the front post, and everything slides together. And once it does, we'll use these stock mounting bolts where the rear set / exhaust all go up, and that way we will support the motor itself, so we can pull off the rear swing arm and all the assemblies, as well as that front frame, check to see if everything is straight, and go forward from there. All right, stand's installed. Got our two bars mounted on this side. We've got our adapter up front that connects to that front post. Just shot a little bit of paint on there to make sure that it doesn't rust as it's sitting here for a while. Still have a view into the exhaust chamber. And if we decide to do any testing as far as leak down or compression tests, we have a place for that air to go. And then finally, we've got the hinge side here, which folds up and utilizes the stock exhaust mounts. So all in all, pretty quick and easy, not too bad. I'm pretty sure Misha approves and says it is safe. So we'll go ahead and drop the stand and make sure she holds. And there you have it, good to go. It's all supported under its own weight. So now we can do a full tear down and see what is in store for us after the frame is off.